We are Steve, Debbie, Ellie Rose and our fur babies Alfie and Dotty. In 2022 we made the move from the UK to central Portugal, where we had bought an abandoned stone farm. Follow us on our journey as we renovate the buildings, the cottages and the land. So it's pouring down with rain here and it's forecast to rain or showers for the next 10 days, which has called a halt on any outside work. We're halfway through clearing the beds, etc., cutting trees back. So the good news is that means that Steve has to get on with the shower room now. So that's what we're doing. Over the next few days we'll be concentrating on the shower room.
The other thing I've been doing is painting this room. I'd already shown you doing the ceiling and the beams, so there weren't any point showing you just the tops of the walls. We're tiling up to door height, so we don't need to come down too far. But yeah, that's certainly looking a better colour, a bit tidier. Still a long way to go. It's getting done slowly. We've got outdoor work to do now as well. Tidying up, ready for fire season, get some trees and what have you cut. And some things burnt off. The two shelves that I showed you, if you remember, I told you before they were going to go here, along this height. And further down where you can probably see the pencil marks. Yeah, but they're sort of jobs what I'm going to try and do in, spare bits of time, or if it rains and I can't get to do anything else. But these are going to be floating shelves, so yeah, a little bit of a problem with getting them square and things like that, but we'll have a go and see how they look. If they don't work, well, we'll try something different.
So the plan today is to do our shower room floor. As you know, the builder made the mix quite sandy, so Steve wants to seal it all. So we've started to empty it all out. We're going to hoover it all really well, and then Steve will seal it. So we're going to get on with that this morning. So Steve's just scraping out any mortar that's stuck in this lovely alcove we've got that is built, and hoovering it so it's clean, because we want everywhere obviously to be clean before we start sealing the floor and tiling the floor. So I got all the floor, well, Steve and I emptied the room and I swept and then gave the floor a really good hoover. As we said, the floor was really sandy, so Steve's now just on with the second coat of a sealer. before we can start to tile. How's it going, Steve?
It's alright, it's not soaking in as much this coat, so we should be alright.
Good. Okay. Hello, good morning. It's Sunday today and we are going to fit the shower tray. Unfortunately, the fitting that we got, the shower trap, is the wrong size. So Steve's just had to go out now and try and find the right size. We're hoping to get that in place today. The floor's drying out nicely, but not as quickly as I expected. We're hoping to get this top corner here tiled as well, and then the toilet can go back in today. But we'll see how we go. So nothing's ever that simple, is it, Steve?
No, I'm just having to cut a little bit out to get the shower tray to go in a bit squarer. The walls aren't quite square, I never thought they would be, but main of it's not too bad. But if I just take a piece out here and there, it'll just go into the corner a bit better, and then I can just line my shower trap and everything up. Okay. One of the other problems I had earlier was I went for a shower trap. I actually bought a bigger one than this. I didn't really look at the size too much, I just grabbed a shower trap. And then when I got home I realised it was only a 50mm hole. So I went to get a 50mm one this morning and they don't do one. They only do a 60. So I've had to cut the hole out a bit bigger. It's a little out of shape just at one side, but it's absolutely fine for screwing the piece in that I need and for sealing, so I'm okay with that. So that didn't go easy, and now yeah, just having to take a bit out of the wall as well.
So that's the shower tray in. Steve sealed it.
No, it's not sealed, it's just sticking to the wall.
Oh,
okay. Pushed it to the wall, and then that's sort of bonded it to the wall a little bit. It will also help seal it when we put the tiles in, but there's another, when I put the tiles down, there'll be a little gap, and I'll seal all that all the way around again. So, as you can see.
So we've set Steve has anyway, set the laser level up, and we're just working out the cutting of the tiles now. So,
If we end up with a third of a tile, it makes things a little bit awkward, because we're going to step them. So, the centre of the next tile will come out from here, and I end up roughly halfway through, well, third through this tile at the moment. Yeah, just trying to figure out how it goes best.
so this week Steve's been tiling the floor in our shower room. I'm really pleased with that. I think it looks really nice. Yeah, the weather's really bad outside at the moment, so we're able to get on the inside. We've chosen some tiles for Ellie Rose's room and for the walls, so that will be the next.
So I started off by digging the pipe in, getting a bit of a runoff to it, and I've dug quite a big hole at the end here. I know the pipe's overlapping quite a bit, but I'm going to change that because I need to put a bend on that end to direct it underground. So I'll use a bit of this pipe just to give a 45-degree slope down into the soil, and then another 45 degrees, and it'll bring it, connect up to this pipe and bring it back out here. So the next thing is just to clear this hole out a bit better, and then what I'm going to do is put a layer of gravel at the bottom, about 3 inches deep or something like that. And I'm going to drop this bucket into the hole and backfill it with more gravel. I'll have drilled some holes in this bucket to let the water out and drain into the gravel. And on top of that, to act as a trap, I'm going to put another bucket in there with a piece of rebar through to hold it in place, and some small holes nearer the top of the bucket, which will then let the water out, and it'll act as a sediment filter. Hopefully that'll catch most of the stuff what comes out the dishwasher. This is only being used for the dishwasher, so I'll be able to just lift this out, go and empty it, and then start again. Hopefully that'll work. If not, I've got some fine mesh what I'll put on there as well, just to trap any sediment if we have problems. But hopefully that'll work. So as you can see, I've drilled and pushed the rebar through, drilled some holes here all the way around. That'll let the water out, and hopefully the sediment will fall into the bottom of this bucket, and I'll just be able to lift it out every now and again and empty it out. I'm also going to make some holes near the bottom of this bucket, so it lets any water that comes out of there into here and then out to the gravel. If I make them like another inch or so up, it'll also act as a bit of a sediment trap as well, which if I need to I can always just shovel out, because I won't be able to remove this once I've got stone around it. Yeah, hopefully that'll all work okay. So that's the basic idea. The water from the drain pipe will go into here, fill up to the lines of the holes, and hopefully the sediment will drop to the bottom, and then the holes will let the water drain into this bucket and run out through the bottom and into the gravel and then soak away. Hopefully it'll work okay. And so my main thing now is to make sure that the pipe goes into the bucket still sloping downwards, which at the moment it doesn't. So I've got to dig out a bit more, which is why I haven't put any gravel in yet. So I need probably another 3 inches down plus whatever gravel I need. Yeah, and then we should be okay. So that's basically the idea. I need to cut the pipe shorter, and I've just been and found a big piece of schist to use as like a lid, just to keep anything out from falling in, or mice or anything like that. But I can't go any further at the moment. I thought I had two 45 degrees, which I'm going to need. These elbows here, one to go down and then one to 45 it that way. But I just remembered I've used it on the bathroom sink for Relly Rose, so I don't want to pinch it off there, because I've got the pipes sorted out how I want them for when we do fit the sink and everything. So yeah, we're going out tomorrow to a farm shop anyway to pick up the jump pack for the electric fence, because that's broken, which is probably why you've seen the goats down there a lot just lately. We've been waiting for it to get repaired, but then they'll be back in behind the fence. We still will be pegging them out, because they get playtime and they get time down the bottom of the land, just eating some of the grass and what have you down there. helps me with the streamering and what have you. So that's all ready just to be refilled once I get the 45. It's all got a slope all the way to the end. Some bits underneath will need packing as I go. On the whole, that's how it's going to be. When I get the pipe shorter, the bucket's easier to lift out, but at the moment it's a bit of a pain because obviously the pipe sticks too far. But yep, and what I'm going to do is get some more flat schist and put it round the sides, sit this on so the land doesn't fall into that.
So after 2 unsuccessful harvests of carrots, I was about to give up, and we've got some rather nice big carrots. They're probably a little bit too big actually, so there should be some more to harvest as well, but we'll use these tomorrow for our Sunday lunch.
So these onto the pallet, this one and one behind me, I'll show you in a minute, are the shelves what we've got for the bathroom. We just found a better stain for them, we like the colour better, so I've just put some of that on and we'll leave it to dry and see how it goes. And this is the underside of the one what I've already done 4 sides on. So that's just drying off and then we can try and get them mounted. It looks like we're in for a lot more rain later. As you can probably see from the chimney, we've got a fire going. It's a bit chilly at the moment. It's really black over that way. So we've just got a nice rain. Hope you can see all that. Goes right over our house. Obviously it's miles away, but look like the houses. Where are you? What's you been doing? You're not in here, that's what you been in having roses?
We've had constant rain for about 14 days. The girls have been inside most of the time. But they're enjoying fun in their little playpen area.
Foxy!
Oh, Foxy's beautiful. Come on, Foxy, get your dinner, darling. We've just been to our usual restaurant with our friends in Fundale. Foxy keeps coming and we get the scraps off the table, what we've left. Is it all right? We get the scraps off the table and we bring them home, whatever we've not eaten.
Foxy?
bones, etc. And Foxy loves them. He's been coming since he was a baby.
A year now.
And he's growing now. He's a year old at least. He did have an injury not so long ago. I think he broke his leg somewhere. So it was really great that Laura was feeding him because he obviously couldn't feed himself. Sorry, we've got a karaoke going on in the background. We've just had a lovely meal out, as I say, and we've really enjoyed it, and we've come back for a karaoke. And Foxy's not been put off. He's still come for his tea. Foxy Din Dins. There we go. We also have a few cats waiting to see what they can get as well. Laura rescues cats. There's a lot of cats.
Gravitate towards me.
And there's a lot of dogs in Portugal who are not very well treated. It's like going back 50 years, really, you know. I guess we kind of did the same sort of thing a long time ago.
He's got one of Michelle's entramiadas there.
Oh, he's enjoying that entramiada. That's a belly pork piece, but he's loving that. God love him.
I like it.
His leg's getting better now, so he's able to walk a bit better. He sometimes comes in the kitchen as well. I think it might have too much food there, you know, Laura.
Look at that. Foxy Din Dins.
I think Foxy's not going to need to eat for the next year.
Pussy cat says golly golly. Golly golly golly.
Golly, 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 are you going to get some?
Golly, golly.
Going to try and pinch some before Foxy gets in.